You know, I never thought I'd see a thing flash too quickly, but I'm not gonna lie, the rapid flashing on the screen may or may not give me a migraine. Anyway, I'm doing some fast forwarding to where I need to be to make a choice. Hold on, I think that's my cue. I think this is where I need to come back in. It might be, I don't know. All I know is that somewhere around at this part, I need to turn my phone off. Not like in-game as opposed to, you know. That one's already off. No one talks to me. Anyway, hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. It feels like it's been a while. I may sound a little quieter, first off the bat. I have moved my microphone around just so it doesn't block my second monitor, if I'm honest, but the only side effect of that is it's now slightly further away. So really all that means is I shouldn't peek it when I tuney laugh. Doesn't happen very often these days, but hey ho. Anyway, as I said, I've come back into the past to... The date was there, it's now hidden by Amadeus. It's the 15th of December. Because this is where the timeline branches again. Because this is where I need to be for where you recommended the next ending I go to. You recommended Twin Automata. So, I looked the guide up and I'm like... Basically, it like splits into two halves. And this is where the halves split. So if I just take the path I didn't go down last time, should find something new. Whether it's the ending you recommended to me or not, we'll find out together, won't we? Anyway. Yeah, I kind of hung up on Kurisu just because I was having flashbacks again. It was just an AI. Kurisu's anger was just a program. Kurisu wasn't Kurisu. Well, that's a fucking sentence and a half, isn't it? Don't treat them like they're the same. I shouldn't talk to Kurisu anymore. Just the incoming call was enough to almost trigger a flashback. In my mind, I could see an image of Kurisu's bloody face. I should turn off my phone. This is getting bad. Can I, like, do this? Oh, I can just power off here. Okay, I was like, do I just go through the whole rigmarole again, or can I just turn it off now? No, here we are. On a new line. The phone went silent. I slowly stood up. If Lukako saw me like this, he'd worry. I should get out of here. I was staggering a little, but I could walk. I felt very thirsty. I gulped down an entire bottle of mineral water and caught my breath. There was still a little time before my meeting. I wanted to get some air up here and recover a little. I looked down over the scenery below the overpass. The city was in the Christmas spirit. The atmosphere was charged with excitement. It was the exact opposite of me. I took more deep breaths. I still felt like I wanted to throw up. I was getting a headache too. If I went to Dr. Leskinen like this, I'm sure I'd worry him. Knowing what I know, I don't think he really cares. Yeah, notice I am on the right path. Sorry, don't mind me, just double checking I am definitely on the right path. Because I'm like, we've been here before. Because if it's right, Fubuki and the one whose name I never remember. I was going to say Fubuki and Kaide, then I realized, wait, they're the same person. I think. We'll work it out, but someone's going to come and check on me and I'm going to have a bad time. Then I realized that there were two girls coming up the stairs while looking at me. I peered into the late afternoon darkness and tried to make out their faces. One of them, the girl with the short haircut, waved. I knew it! It's Ocarin! Hi there. Oh, you're Mayori's friends. They were Mayori's friends and fellow cosplayers. I think their cosplay names were Kaide and Fubuki. No, I was right. For some reason I thought Fubuki was her fake name, and then her real name was Kaide. Or vice versa, but no, the other one is Kaide. I knew I got the two names from somewhere. I didn't know the real names. Which was Kaide and which was Fubuki again? Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Oh,
I'm fine. If I made them worry here, and they talked to Mayuri, it would cause a big fuss. I didn't want her to worry about me when she didn't have to. I shouldn't have come back to Akihabara anyway. I'd run into people I knew just walking through town. I should have gone towards Kanda when I left the shrine. You always look like you're hurting somehow, Okirin.
so ka.
Do I? You do? Fubuki? When Mayushi looks at you, she looks like she's in pain too. And when I see her looking at you, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Wait, what am I saying? This Fubuki girl must really care about Mayuri. Really hoping she can avoid the hospital this time. Cause some not good shit happens there, I'm assuming. I feel a little better hearing that. Who's the girl you like?
Huh?
The girl I like? An image of Kurisu appeared in the corner of my eye again. The feeling in my hands when I took her life came back. No. Calm down. Okirin? I'm sorry. That was rude to ask. Oh shit, we shifting world lines! I don't remember us shifting world lines here! Oh no, wait! No, we do. Although... Was it here? Was it here we changed world lines? No, it was at Christmas when we changed world lines. I think. Anyway, this is new. I think, unless this is World War III again. The sky was red-black, dotted with columns of thick black smoke. There was so much rubble I couldn't find a place to stand. Screams, gunshots, and the stench. Everyone in this world knew what this smell was. It was the smell of burning. Houses, buildings, cars, motorcycles, trees, grass, and humans. It was the smell of all of them burning together. Something thin and black poked from between the piles of rubble. It was a hand. The hand, unmoving, stretching up towards the sky. No, that wasn't the only one. Everywhere I looked, I saw hands, legs, and heads. Parts of what were once human were strewn across the ground. I heard a distant gunshot. A shout. Silence. Nothing changed. Just one more body lying on the ground. The world was ending. And at last people understood. This wasn't the afterlife. This was the real world. Hell. Yes, that's what this was. This was hell. A stray sheep. And I'm back to reality. After a brief glimpse at hell. Which I've already seen on the other world line, but whatever. The world twisted and warped. I felt horribly dizzy. Sometimes my vision would blur for no reason. But this was nothing like that. It was like my mind itself was being wrung apart. Like the world itself was changing. Deja vu. Have I been in this place before? I'm sorry, just the way I said it just reminded me of that song. I knew this feeling. This was... At last, the colour came back to my vision. All the shouts of the pedestrians and the noise of the passing cars came flooding back in once.
Ocarina-san,
Ocarina?
大丈夫ですか?
Are you okay? You're sweating bullets.
すごいですけど、気分でも悪いんです
Do
か?
you not feel well?
Yeah.
Oh. No. Fubuki and Kaide. The two of them were still in front of me. And they looked worried. Had I just gotten dizzy for a moment?
本当に大丈夫だよ。
I'm fine, really. Thanks for asking.
それじゃあ、私たち行きますね。
Okay, we'll be going.
今度のパーティー、
I'm looking forward to the party. Oh shit, yeah. I gotta survive Christmas again. They said their goodbyes and walked toward the station. I watched them go, only halfway paying attention. What was that? None of the passerbys noticed me standing there. They were all experiencing time sequentially, as one moment connected after another. But I knew what I just saw. That's right. I was the one person who understood. That feeling was reading Steiner. Which meant that the world line had changed? I shook my head and tried to get the idea out of my mind. It was impossible. The world line could only change if someone had altered the past. I'd only ever seen a world line change after I'd sent D-mails with the phone wave names for it to change. But I destroyed the phone wave so that it could never happen again. I sacrificed Kurisu for it. But then who did this? And how? What if someone had made a device identical to the phone wave? Mayuri. I need to see if Mayuri is safe. I'll call her right now. The world line change meant something terrible had happened to Mayuri again. Oh shit, I do have my phone on. I thought I turned it off. Mayuri? You're doing okay over there? I picked her name off the contacts list on my phone and dialed. I could hear the call sounding in my ear. But there was no sign of her picking up. 7 seconds. 8. 9. Each second made the fear worse. I felt cold sweat drip down my back. 12 seconds. 13 seconds. 14 seconds. I kept calling and praying anyway. Eventually, after a minute and ringing, the electronic sound suddenly cut off. I don't know what it is. Just hearing Mayushi's voice, it just makes me happy. I don't know what it is these days. Maybe I'm warming up to her. It's Mayushi! Mayuri! Is that you, Mayuri? It's really you, right? Ocarina? What's wrong? Just woken my cat up. I'm sorry, Luna. I need to do this. The relaxed, easygoing voice I heard most definitely belonged to Mayuri.
心配したぞ。
I was so worried. I kept calling and you didn't pick up. Oh, sorry. My phone was in my bag. Not at all. Nothing had happened at all. Do you need something?
いや、
No, don't worry about it. I was just feeling nervous.
不安になっただけだ。
不安？
Nervous?
今どこだ？
Where are you
誰
now?
かと一緒か？
Are you with someone?
これからバイトだ
I'm going to work.
何時まで？
Until when?
よ。8時過ぎぐらい
About 8 p.m.
そうか。
I see. Got it.
まで。おかり、遊
Will
び
you
に
come
来
to
て
see
く
me,
れるの？
いや、
Okurin?
今日
No.
は用事があった。
I'm busy today. I can't.
バイトが終わったら
I'm going to the lab after I
顔
get
を
off
出すつもりだよ。
わかった。
work. Okay.
もし行けるようだったら
If I can go, we'll meet up there, and I'll walk you home.
一緒に帰ろう。
本当？
Really?
今日は
That's rare.
じゃあ、バイト頑張れよ。
and work hard, okay? I hung up. My area was safe. Which meant that the world line change probably had nothing to do with her. Not that I could let my guard down. Or if maybe that was just a daydream, and there was no world line change after all. Seemed awfully realistic for that to be the case, though. Just to be safe, I turned my phone on once again. The icon was still there, in the same place it had been the last several times I'd used it. That reminds me. No, can't do anything. I got some wallpaper, and I realized that was probably for my phone, so I need to actually look at changing that. I felt a little hesitation, especially after what happened. Could I really contact her after that? But I decided it was important to see what was going on first, so I tapped the icon.
何？言い
What?
忘れたことでもあっ
Did you
た？
forget to say something? Kurasu's voice was the same as ever.
怒ってないのか？
You're not mad?
怒る？
Mad?
どうして？
Why?
だって
Because I just hung up on you.
話している途中で
So-
来てしまっただろ。
それについてはさっき
You
謝
already
ってもらったから。
apologized for that just now.
私は一度許した
I'm not
こ
the
と
kind
に
of
つまり
person to
ぐ
keep
ちぐ
getting
ち
mad after
言
I've
う人間じゃな
forgiven
い。
someone.
さっき
Just now?
謝った。
ええ。
That's right. You called back, didn't you?
かけ直した。
Called back?
俺が？
I did.
ほんの7分
It
43
was
秒
only
前
7
の
minutes
こと
and
を忘れちゃったの？
43 seconds ago. Did you forget?
俺が
I apologized. To you?
大丈夫？
Are you okay? Kurisu was evidently telling the truth. She didn't look like she was lying, at least.
何かあったの？
What happened?
さっきとは別
Your
人みたい
expression's
な顔
totally
してる
different than it was a moment ago.
いや
No. No, I'm fine. I didn't remember that. I remembered turning off the phone, but I didn't remember anything about calling her, the Amadeus Kurisu, back after that. The old me would have insisted that I was right and that she was mistaken. But now, I wasn't sure. After all the different pasts I'd experienced and all the sadness and pain I'd gone through, even 6 months later I was still exhausted. What had really happened, and what hadn't? What was right and what was wrong? I wasn't sure anymore. I just didn't want to think about it anymore. The past, the future, the fate of the world. I wanted nothing to do with any of it.
ずいぶん具合が悪そう。
You're not looking so good.
誰か知り合いに連絡するのに
Shouldn't you call one of your
どこかに
friends
休
or
むなり
go
した
rest
方がいいんじゃ
somewhere?
ない？岡
Okabe?
部？
なあ
Hey,
クリス。
Kurisu. Can I ask you something?
一つさっき電話した後
Do you know what I was about to do after I called you just now?
わかるか？
レスキネン教授と真帆
You're
先
going
輩
to
と
meet with Dr.
こ
Leskinen
の
and
後待ち合
Maho,
わせでし
right?
ょ？私について報告す
You're
る予定
supposed
じゃ
to
ない？
talk about me. Evidently my memories matched hers in that regard.
そうか。
I see.
真帆
Should I tell Maho about you in advance?
本当に大丈
I'm
夫
fine, really.
心配
Sorry to worry you.
あんまり無理しないでよ
Don't push yourself too
あんた
hard.
と最後に話したのが
I don't want to
私
be
で
the
した
last person you
なん
ever
て結果に
talked
なるの
to.
はごめんだからね
I chuckled bitterly and ended the conversation. I called Daru too, just in case, and evidently I was really on my way to see the professor and Maho. He also told me that almost all of the events of the last few days matched my memory of them. Which meant that even if the world line had changed, nothing had changed nearby where I could have seen it. There was no problem. Or at least there shouldn't have been a problem. It was possible that the moment of dizziness was just the result of mental illness. Experiencing those same sensations brought up my past trauma. And caused my memories to get confused. Maybe that was it. The phone wave didn't exist. So there was no way the past could have changed. That's right. That was all. I kept telling myself this as I went to see the professor. I met with the professor and Maho in a hotel room. I don't know if this is going to be the same, like, I don't know what's the same and what isn't, so I'm going to leave them all in a video, just in case something is different, but there's a good chance we've already seen these. Just a warning in advance. So then, Lintalo, you say that your communication with Amadeus is going well so far? I'm very well aware, I don't know what this accent for Leskinen's become, but it ain't what I'd call normal. Yes, so the conversations are always smooth and coherent. Apart from that one today, but ignore that one. While I'm at it, what about the distance between you and Kurisu? Distance? What do you mean? Do you find yourself getting closer to her as you talk more? Well, a bit more than when we first started talking.
多少
A bit.
かなりの間違い
You
じ
sure
ゃ
you
ない
don't mean a lot?
私だってクリスと話して
I'm
るんだ
talking
か
to
ら
hers too,
それ
so
くら
I
い
can
わかる
tell.
わよあの子最
At
初は
first she was
8
so
回も
mad
ミ
when
スを
you
捕まえ
said
た
you
って
ignored
怒ってい
eight
た
of
ほどなのに
her calls.
今じゃすっかりフレンドリ
But
ーになっ
now
ている
you're
もの
quite
そ
friendly
れ
with
だけ
each
距離
other.
が縮まったって
That means you've
ことでし
gotten
ょ
that much closer, right? I see. Wonderful. Leskinen seemed overjoyed by Maho's words. I got great hopes for this. It's possible she'll view you as a friend, or perhaps even a love interest. The last one would be very interesting, wouldn't it? A love interest? You don't need to shout, do you?
でも
But she's an AI, right?
ですよ
It's precisely because she's an AI that I'm so interested. What did he mean? She has emotions, right? I mean, yes, but they're simply running on top of a program.
プログラム上のことで
But isn't that the same as the human brain? He was right. The brain ran on the electrical signals, so you could say they had the same structure. The question of whether machines have emotions was settled a long time ago. They do. And anyway, Amadeus was designed to mimic the human brain. If the structure's the same and so is the process, shouldn't that lead to identical results? Which means it's quite possible she could fall in love. In fact, I hope she does. Amadeus. Falling in love. Oops. Is this an upsetting topic for Maho?
Don't
Don't you start acting like Kurisu too, Professor. It was a joke! A joke! Oh, it's scary when she gets mad, so be careful. Yes, I'm well aware.
ちょっと聞こえてます
You know I can hear you, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that I need to call Judy. Lintalo, I'll be right back. My parent was like, Judy? Yeah, she was in one scene where they brainwashed Maho and upset me a lot. I don't like her, and that's, as I said, she's only been in one scene, so that's a glowing review right there. The professor quickly left the room. He ran away, didn't he?
Christ.
クリスといい
Curse
教
of
授と
first
いい
another professor.
どうして何でもかんでも
Why
す
do
ぐ
they
に
have to
色
make
恋沙汰
everything
に
about
結びつけたがるのかしら
You've got that right. Of course, that was always the type of girl she was.
あ、そうだ
Oh,
岡部さん
right, Okabe.
ちょっと聞きたいんだ
I
けど
have a question.
あの子が
Do
クリ
you
スが
know
好
any
きな言葉っ
words
て
that
何
she,
か知ってる
that Kurisu really liked?
言葉
Words?
数字でも何でもい
Or
いの
numbers or
何
something?
かこう
Anything
に
that
な
could
り
be
そ
a
うなもの
key.
に心当たりないかしら
クリスが設定したパスワー
What?
ドを
You
破
trying to
ろう
break a password she set?
よくわかったわね
That's exactly right. I'm impressed.
I was right?
それってあいつの研究
Is
室
it a
の PC
work
か
computer or something?
ううん彼女
No,
の私
her
物
personal laptop.
家にあっ
It was
た
at her
ノート
home.
PC よ
そんなものどうして
Why do you have something like that?
形見分けでね
Her mom gave it to
譲っ
me.
てもらったの
So I have something to remember her by.
それで中身を確か
I'm
めたい
trying to
から
figure out what's on it,
パスを解除す
so
る
I'm
方法を
looking for a
探
way
して
to
いる
crack
の
the password.
あなたなら知
I
ってるん
thought
じ
you
ゃない
might
か
know
と思って
something.
パスがかかってるということは
If it's got a password, that means she didn't want anyone seeing it, right?
それはそうだけど
That's true, but
でも彼女
if I wanted to make,
Amadeus no
if I wanted to
Kurisu.
make her
より本物に
the,
近づ
the
けるため
Amadeus
には
Kurisu,
その中の
if
デ
I
ー
wanted
タ
to
に
make
解
her
析した
the
方がいい
Amadeus
でしょ
Kurisu, close to the real one, it would be better to have the data, right?
もちろん
Of
私
course
自
I'd
身
do
は
my
な
best
る
not
べ
to
く
click
プライバシ
anything
ー
that
に関わる
violates her
ことができない
privacy.
ようにするつもりよ
I knew what she was trying to say. She might have some kind of diary on her computer which described what she was doing during her time here. But,
悪いけど心当たりは
sorry, I can't think of anything.
何も
Nothing?
あ
Yeah,
それに
and even if I did know, I don't think
やっ
I'd
ぱ
tell
り
you.
俺は教えないと思う
人には知られたくないこ
Because
と
there's
があ
something you
るから
don't want anyone else finding out.
特に PC の中身なんていう
Computers
の
are
は
the person's most private secrets these
プライバ
days.
シーの塊みたいなものだからな
Dara talks about that all the time. He was always wondering if there was a way to automatically wipe a computer's hard drive if you died in an accident. Of course, what Dara didn't want anyone to see was probably very different than what was on Kurisu's computer. Beyond that, it was the same idea. Dara hides in the time machine. It's fine, dude.
そう
I see.
She seemed rather interested in the contents of the hard drive, but she didn't really... Yeah, I was like, hard drive? She was talking about her laptop. Yeah, whatever. But she didn't say anything else.
それじゃあ
Anyway,
これで
I'll be going. I was a little worried about Mayuri too. Hello? Who is messaging me? Oh, okay. Hey, Okarin! What's the best color for a school swimsuit? Oh, one that matched the fucking school colors? The hell are you talking about? Who gives a crap? White, definitely. I feel concerned to answer this one. No, I'm gonna go with this one. That's the wrong fucking button. What the hell are you talking about? Well, I'm playing this H game and it popped up as a choice. I was wondering what color you'd pick. Honestly, I would have rather asked Mayushi or Lukashi or Faristan. They'd call the cops on your ass. Yeah. so I had no choice but to ask you. So, what color? Don't get embarrassed, just tell me. Ask Suzuha. Not a chance. She'd slit my throat. Well, it's a good thing Daru's got his priorities set. Also, yeah, I'm still a little worried about Mayuri. I got up and went to leave. And then I saw a small ornament that was decorating the door.
そういえば、もうすぐクリスマスか。
Come to think of it, it's almost Christmas. Remember how excited Mayuri was.
ヒアジョーさんは。
Are you staying here for Christmas, Hyojo?
ええ
Yeah,
こ
I've
っち
still
で
got
まだ
stuff
や
to
るこ
do
ともある
here.
から
誰かと過ごしたり
You。spending it with anyone?
え
What?
ああ、いや。
No, I mean,
海外の
outside of Japan, don't people usually have Christmas parties with their friends?
するってイメージだろ。
残念だけど
Sorry, but
I don't have any
plans
plans like
that.
それに
Americans and Europeans don't have
クリ
Christmas
スマスに
parties.
パーティーなんてやらないもの
It's
よ
true, we just have the day.
そうなのか？
They don't?
彼らにとってクリス
Christmas
マス
is a
は
holy
神
day
聖
to
な日
them,
でしょ
right? So
だ
they
から
normally
家
spend it
族
with
と一緒
with
に
their
過ごすのが
families.
普通よ
They do get big parties on New Year's, though.
大晦日は大騒ぎするけれどね
If we can call them parties, yeah, I just prefer to get shit-faced. Life lessons. Just how I spend my New Year's, whether it's alone or with someone else. I'm probably drunk. The saddest ones are the alone ones. I thought I'd heard something about that on TV or somewhere.
まあこっちには家
Well,
族
I
も
don't
ない
have
か
any
ら
family here, so I'll be
どっち
alone
にしても一
regardless.
人ということに変わりはないんだけどねあ
But
だ
that
から
doesn't mean I'm
寂しい
lonely.
と思ってる
Don't
わけ
get
じ
the
ゃ
wrong
ない
idea,
よ
okay?
誤解しないでね
Well, she said, but being all alone on Christmas in a bustling town was probably pretty lonely. Of course, she'd probably get mad if I told her that, so I didn't. When I finished talking to the professor, I went to the lab. I'd confirmed on the phone that Mayuri was just fine, but I wanted to see her for myself. I could see from the outside that the lights in the lab were on. I ran up the stairs to get away from the cold and opened the door.
Mayuri, いるか?
Mayuri, you here? I felt a small impact on my chest when I opened the door. Did I just walk into someone, or... Well, it was a small impact, so no one fucking punched me. Oh my god, he's here! Thank fuck! Luca, I've missed you! Oh, sorry.
僕の方こそ
No,
ごめんな
I
さい
should have been looking where I was going. I'm sorry. Evidently, he was just about to leave. Lukako looked up at me, apologetic. For some reason, he was blushing a little. Only Daru and Lukako were in the room. There was no sign of Mayuri or Suzuha.
よかった
I'm
もう
glad.
少し早く帰っていたら
If I'd gone home
岡
a
部
little
さん
sooner,
と一概にな
I
ってい
would
る
have
ところで
missed
し
you.
た
もしかして俺を
Were you waiting for something?
はい
Yes,
と言っ
but
ても
it's nothing
別
important.
に大した用があったわ
I
けじ
just
ゃない
brought
ん
you
で
some
す
snacks.
差し入れを持ってきただけで
I feel like Lukako's voice is a little less higher pitched than it was. Unless that's just me projecting. I don't know, I just feel like it's different from like the original Steins guy. I feel like he sounded actually more like a girl in that one than he does here. He brought us some steamed manju buns, man. Dara had already eaten about half of the box. How many did you get in a box? Because I don't know whether that's impressive or not.
いただき物ですから皆さん
Someone
で
gave them to us, so you can share them with everyone.
そうか
I see. But thank you. Hey,
Lukashi,
You got on time. Oh. Luca looked up at the clock and started to fidget.
実はこの後
We're
お
having
家に
guests at
お
home
客さんが来
tonight.
ることになってるんです
客
Guests?
ルカ子のか
Of yours?
いえ 父の
No,
お客さんです。
guests of my father's.
なぜか僕にも
For some
同
reason, I
席
always
して
asked to
ほし
be
いと
there
言
as
われ
well.
まして。父は普段
Normally, he
同
brings
じ趣味
people
を持った
over
人
who
な
have the
の
same
で
hobbies as he
長い
does
時
and
間
talk
話
with
し込
them
ん
for
だ
a
りす
long
るんです。
time.
難しい話ばかりで
It's also
僕には
complicated
よ
for
く
me
理
to
解できな
understand,
い
so
ので
I usually just bring
普段
him
は
tea.
お茶を出すぐらいしか
I'm
しない
not
んです
sure why
が
he wants me there.
難しい話って
Does he talk about
宗教とか
religion and
そっ
stuff?
ち系の話か
Lukako's family ran the Yanabayashi Shrine, one of the oldest in Akihabara.
そういうわけではないみたい
Evidently
なん
not.
ですけど、この前のお客さんとは
Last night he was talking about Ariake
春美の
and
頃
something about the end of Harumi.
そういうお話
Something
を
about
し
the
てまし
era
た。
of Harumi, even not the end. What the? The era of Harumi and Ariake? Like history, or I'm not big into Japanese history, so I won't pretend I know.
はるみ有明
Harumi Ariake. Lukako, is your dad a weeb? What are those places?
さすがルカシのパパ。
That's Lukashi's daddy for you. Spooky. Oh, are they like ghost hunts? Is that what they are?
岡部さんや橋田さんはわか
Do
るんですか
you two know what he was talking about?
まあなんと
Yeah,
なくは
I think so.
でもその話はまた
We could talk about it another time. If you've got company, you should head home.
それじゃあ僕は
Then
これ
I'll be going.
でまた来ます。
I'll see you soon. He bowed deeply and disappeared out of the door. I watched him go, then sat down on the sofa.
マユリは
Where's Mayori?
メイクインじゃね
Hey, Queen, probably.
来てないよ
I haven't seen her today. And I guess I'll have to wait a little. Or should I go get her?
そういえばオカリン、さっきの電話
Oh, Ocarin. That call
何
earlier.
だった
What was it about? He was probably talking about the phone call I'd placed to him before I went to see the professor.
あれは
That
気にしないでくれ
was...
俺の勘違い
Don't worry about it. I was probably just mistaken.
そうなん
You sure?
だったらいいけどさ
Okay then, I guess. I remember the strange sensation I'd experienced. I wondered if it was a world line jump, but several hours had passed and nothing had changed. Actually, I wasn't even sure if I'd really experienced it anymore. Memories were like that. Especially for me.
それにしてもハルミとは
Still,
さすが
Harumi,
ルカシの
huh?
パパベテラン戦士
Lukashi's daddy is a real veteran warrior.
戦士がどうしたって
What's this about warriors? Suzuha got back before Mayori did.
ルカ兄さんのお父さんって
Brother Luca's father's a warrior. How come he gets to be brother while I'm stuck being Uncle Ocarin?
そうだよ
That's
それ
right.
も戦士の中
A
の
warrior among
戦
warriors.
士戦の強者と言って
Remember the history of many battles, you could say.
へえそうなん
I
だ
see.
でも
But I thought his family were all holy men.
確かああそうか
Oh, I see.
神職の人も
They say some holy men can also be warriors.
昔は兵士だったって言うよ
I mean, I don't think it was like that back in 1400s Japan, but my god, Europe was on fire because of holy men. God, I make it sound like I was there. No, I just know that it was horrific, like all war is. She'd convinced herself.
確かにルカ兄さんは
Brother
すごかった
Luca really was
納
amazing.
得だ
I can accept that. Amazing? What was amazing? I decided to just pretend I'd never heard that. I really want to know what Lukako was like on the future world line now. My god. Because she called him amazing, I'm like, did Lukako put up a good fucking fight? Did my baby boy slash girl slash whatever the fuck put up a fight till the end? And did he do it in his fucking priest gear? That's all I want. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit's awkward between us. It still felt awkward looking at Suzuha. I had avoided coming to the lab, mostly to avoid seeing her.
オカリンおじさん
Uncle Ocarin, don't make that face.
Evidently, she could read my thoughts just from the look on my face. She seemed upset.
私のことを避けてるの
I can tell you're avoiding
分かっ
me.
てるからさ
お前が悪いわけじゃ
You know,
ないんだけどな
it's not... You know, it's not your fault though.
つうか鈴葉
Wait,
今日もこの
Suzuha,
時間まで何
where have you
してた
been for so long?
もしかしてどこかの男
Were you on a date with some
デ
boy?
ートとか
Never!
いけません
Your father would never let you make some random guy your boyfriend.
お父さんは許しませんよ
違うよ
No, it's nothing like that.
本当に
Really? I thought it was a joke, but evidently he was serious about it. His tone was far less joking than usual. Must be hard being a dad.
本当だって
It's true.
だったら
But
父さ
then
ん
look me in the eye and tell me.
Come on.
父さんがそれ
Do
言
you
う
of all people get to say that, Dad?
どういう意味なの
What does that mean?
母さんというもの
You
が
keep playing those weird games when you need to be spending more time with
や
Mom.
ってるじゃないか
それは
That's because two-dimensional girls and three-dimensional ones are different.
お前二次元も三次
Didn't you say it didn't matter if a girl was 2D or 3D?
オカリン
Ocarin, do you have to say that now? How can you betray me like that? I'd never been on Daru's side when it came to his hobbies, though.
とにかく
Anyway,
ことなら今日は
if it wasn't a boy, then tell your dad what you were doing today.
言いなさい
何って
What I was doing?
やましいことがないなら
If it wasn't something bad, there shouldn't be a problem. This is the Kagari thing again, isn't it? She's probably been looking for Kagari all day. Suzuha glanced at me, then sighed in resignation.
人を探していたんだ
I was looking for someone.
人
Someone?
やっぱ男
So it was a boy after all!
違うって言ってるじゃ
I
ないか
told you it's not like that.
小さな女
A
の
little girl.
うん
No, she'd be older than me now, I guess.
私より年上になっちゃってるか
That was a strange way to put it. I glanced over at Daru, who looked back at me.
実はさ私が乗ってきたタイムマシン
Actually,
には
there was another girl in the time machine when I came here.
なんだって
What?
鈴葉
Wait, Suzuha! This is the first time I've heard about this!
今まで話してな
I
か
never
ったから
told you.
She was looking down at her feet, and I could see she regretted bringing it up.
その同乗者は
Who is she? Where is she now? The point that she's looking for her, begs that, automatically implies she doesn't know where she is, Ocarin. Jesus Christ, man.
どうしているかは
I don't know what she's doing now.
I think she's a CERN employee.
わからないって
You don't know? Wrong voice.
はぐれちゃったんだよね
You see,
1998
we got separated, you see. In 1998, here in
秋
Akihabara.
葉原で
1998. That would have been 12 years ago. So it wasn't just Suzuha who came from the future. It took some time for the meaning of that to sink in.
でもなんでそんな
But
こと
what
言うの
happened?
私とその子は
You know, we went back to the year 1975 to find the IBM 5100, right, Uncle?
1975年に飛んだ理由は
I nodded
おじ
silently.
さんならわかるよねなんとか無事に
We somehow managed to get the IBM 5100, and then we went back to 1998.
今度は1998年に飛んだ2000年問題
Our mission was to avoid the year 2000 problem.
2000年問題
The year 2000 problem? That was one of the big events at the end of the last century, along with Nostradamus' prophecy. I'm not familiar with Nostradamus' prophecy. But in the end, after all the fuss made by the media and pundits, nothing really happened, much like every doomsday. I'm still waiting! Was that because John Titor had come from the future to fix it? If that was the case, then... Wow.
その1998
I ran into some trouble in 1998, and then we got separated from her.
それではぐれたま
And
ま
you used the
タイ
time
ムマシン
machine
に
before you
上
could
陸した
find her.
仕方なかったんだ。
I didn't have a choice.
あの子は自
She
分から
ran out
タイ
of
ム
the
マ
time
シン
machine
を
on
飛
her
び出し
own,
てしま
and
ったし。それ
She
に
must have remembered something because she swallowed her words with a bitter expression.
もちろん
of course I looked for
私だ
her.
って
Of course I
燃料の
looked for
残
her.
量が許す
I
限
did
り
small jumps,
何度も
as
細か
many
い
as
タ
my
イ
fuel
ムト
would
ラベルを
allow,
繰り
but
返して
I looked
あ
everywhere
の
for
子の
her.
姿を探し回った
But
でも
In the end, she never managed to find her.
大体の事情は分かった
I
けど
guess I
さ
understand, but
どうして今までそんな
why'd you keep something so important from us?
あの子を見失ったのは
it was my fault that I lost
私
her.
の落ち度だ
I wanted to take
ちゃんと
responsibility
自
for
分
bringing
で
her back
責任を
myself.
取りた
水臭いな
You know me better than that. Daru's words were soft.
僕たち親子だ
I'm your
ろ
dad.
困った時
When you're in trouble, you can count on me.
だぜ
父さん
Dad,
その子を探せばいい
You
んだ
wanna
ろ
find her, right?
だったら
So we'll help.
僕らも手伝
Right,
う
Okarin?
なオカリン
なって
What? Me
俺も
too?
か
当たり前だろ
Of course.
別に
We're not asking you to change the future.
わけじゃないんだ
You
し
can do this,
それ
right?
くらいやってくれてもいいし
ま
Well, to be honest, after refusing all the requests to save the world, I was feeling a little guilty. I'd like to help her if I could, but I wanted to know what she'd do after she found her.
でその子の名前と年齢は
So what's her name and age?
可愛い女の子
And is she
だ
cute?
よね
Daddy will be mad if she's really a man.
許さないぞ
女だよ
she's a girl.
オッケー
Okay, then give me your name and measurements
名前
too.
もやろう
3サイズなんて知らない
I
よ
don't know her measurements.
だって
When I last saw her,
別
she
れ
was
た時のあ
10.
の子は10歳だったんだから
So she's... I think they said 1998 was 12 years ago, so she's 22 now.
幼女か
A lolly, huh? I'm glad that I've adjusted my chair to be like higher up so I can actually record efficiently. Otherwise, I smack my head on my desk again. Because god damn it, Daru, stop making...
じゃあ今は22
Then
歳
she
にな
should
ってるはず
be
だな
22 now.
名前プレ
Name, please!
名前はカガリ
Her name is Kagari.
シーナ・カガリって言うんだ
Sheena Kagari.
シーナ
Sheena? The name was an unusual one. A girl who was part of Daru's group in the future, who had the name Sheena.
スズハまさかその子って
Was that girl?
彼女の
That's right.
母親の名前は
Her mother's name is Sheena
シー
Mayuri.
ナ・マユリカガリは
Kagari is
マ
Big
ユ
Sis
姉
Mayu's
さんの子
daughter.
供なんだ
Mayori's daughter. Of course, it was possible that Mayori would choose to have a child in the future. But the fact I never even thought about it made the shock much worse. If she had a daughter, she must have had a partner. And that partner couldn't be me. Because I died in 2025. Wait a second. If she was 10 in 2036, then she would have been born in 20... Let me get my fucking years right and I'll try that sentence again, shall I? If she was 10 in 2036, then she would have been born in 2026. I'd have to learn more, but if I died in 2025, wasn't it possible, maybe, barely, that it could be me? That just couldn't be! Just like Suzuha had appeared before Daru, she was going to appear before me? Who was the dad? I couldn't ask. It's fine. I know from... What the fuck would you call knowledge from from another timeline? Is that fourth-hand knowledge? No, never mind, because, like, first-hand, second-hand, third-hand does not refer to, like... That's... I don't think that refers to dimensions. It refers to, like, not tenses. What's the word where first is I, second is you, and third is, like, he, she, or it? I can't remember. Someone in the comments, please enlighten me and put me out of my suffering that I failed basic GCSE English. I didn't. I just haven't used it since then. Oh, wait a second. If her name was Sheena, then that means Mayushi didn't change her name. Which means...
Kagari's a war orphan. She has no relatives until big sis Mayu took her in.
That sounds like something she would do. I realized that I was relieved in more ways than one, and I hated myself a little for it. Even if she did marry someone else in the future, as long as that made her happy, it was for the best.
Big sis Mayu told me to take care of Kagari. So this should have never have happened. He was always clinging to big sis Mayu, and she doesn't really know anybody in this time. So I'm sure she's lonely.
How did you get separated? You said there was some kind of trouble. If she'd come to a new era in the time machine at 10 years old, Suzuha would have been the only person she could rely on. There was no way she'd leave Suzuha and run off on her own.
I don't know either. She just got really unstable after we jumped to the past.
That made sense, come to think of it. A young girl, just 10 years old, was suddenly taken to a world where she knew no one. Of course she'd be scared. Do you have any pictures of her?
Oh, yeah.
She showed me a tattered picture with two girls in it. One was an adult woman. I couldn't see her face, but I knew that it was Mayuri, 20 years from now. Wow, she's still got that same outfit from fucking, like, Steins Gate 1. That's impressive. Hiding behind her was another girl. Was that Sheena Kagari? Now she's 22, huh? It's hard to imagine. That is, if she was still alive. Even if Japan was a safe, peaceful country, it would be hard for a young girl to get by on her own. If she was lucky, someone might take her in and give her to an orphanage. But if she wasn't... Suzuha was probably well aware of that possibility, so I didn't bring it up. Hey, Ocarin! Help us out, okay? She's Mayuri's adopted daughter, right? I'd like to help. But are you okay with that, Suzuha? With me helping? I felt sure that Suzuha was disgusted with me. I had a chance to save the world and I'd given up. Would she want help from a person like that?
If you're okay with it, Uncle, the more people the better.
I see. Then I'll help. Of course, I didn't think that this would make up for that.
Thank you.
What's
this about Mayushi's daughter?
How long have you been there, Mayuri? Everyone turned around at the sudden voice. Oh no! It literally is the Tootaroo. It's the Tootaroo that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and I don't get it.
Ocarin, you really did wait for me.
Mayuri.
What is it?
The moment I saw her, I finally relaxed. I'm so glad. Mayuri. I took her small hand in mine and felt the warmth. She was alive.
Ocarin?
Oh, sorry.
It didn't bother me, so it's okay. Big Sis
いつから
Mayu.
いたの？
How long were you here for?
今来たばっか
I
りだ
just
よ。
got here.
I was careless. I was so focused on what Suzuha was saying that I didn't see Mayuri come into the room.
ねえねえ。
Hey, hey!
マユシーの
I heard you talking about Mayushi's daughter.
聞こえたけど
What were you talking about?
何の話をしてたのかな？
それは
well, that is... Crap. Mayuri knew that Suzuha was from the future, but telling her about her future daughter would be going too far. I needed to change the subject.
マユリはまだまだ幼い。
We were saying that you looked so young that you could be my daughter.
No.
That's a bit fucking weird. If anything, that says more about Okabe and how terrible he looks.
そうそう
Huh?
マユシは
Oh, right, right. Mayushi's a cute young girl.
うん。動画
Yeah, people tell
言
me.
われるんだ。
People tell me that I've got a young face a lot.
みたいに大人
I want to look grown up like Yuki, though.
食べる量だけは立派に
Well, you ate enough for 2 grown-ups. That wasn't a compliment, Mayuri. That was enough to distract her, evidently. Nah. She's gonna remember.
といえば
Oh,
お二
speaking
人
of
は
food,
クリスマスに
is there anything you want for
食べたい
Christmas?
ものある？
クリスマス
Christmas?
パーティーの
You mean the party?
Yep.
別に何でもいいぞ。
Anything's fine.
食べられるもの
As
だ。
long as it's food, though.
クリスマスパーティー
A。Christmas party, huh?
すずさんは初め
Have
て
you never been to one, Suzu?
私たちの時代
Where
は
I come from, we
パーティー
really
なん
didn't
て
have
やって
time
る
for
余裕なかっ
parties.
たからね。でも一度だけ
But I think there was one time when my dad got us all really good chicken from
美味しいチキンを調達してきてくれ
somewhere.
たことがあったっけ。それをマヨネーさん
Big
が
Sis
調理
Mayu
する
said
って言
she'd
って
cook it, but Dad
お
stopped
父
her.
さんが止めて。
Suzuha was looking at Mayuri as if she was remembering the past or future, as the case may be.
いつもよりほんの少しだ
It
け
really wasn't much
ご
more
ち
than
そう
what we
した
usually
だけだ
got,
ったけど
but
それ
it
でも
really did make me happy.
嬉しかったな。
In the future, while World War III was going on, there probably wasn't much time for celebration. But even then, Mayuri was still Mayuri, trying her best to make everyone happy.
ダル君は何か
Is
欲
there
しい
anything you
の
want, Daru?
僕は可愛いおにゃん
If you've got cute girls dressed up in Santa cosplay, that's all I need. Don't eat them though, Daru.
うーん料理はどれ
How much food do you think we need?
ゆきさんと一緒に用意する予定
The
なん
plan
だ
is to
け
make it
ど
all with Yuki. Oh, hello. Maybe I'll have Luca and Paris help too.
Yes, people that can actually cook. I think. Yeah, Faris can cook, and Luca was the only one out of the 3 when they tried to cook in Steins Gate, the original. Mayuri's head was full of thoughts about the Christmas party, it seemed.
オカリンは誰か
Is there anyone you want to bring to the party, Yukarin?
俺
Me?
俺は
I don't really... I almost said no, but then I remembered someone. Maho Hiesho. She said Christmas is something you always spend time with your family, but... Look, Okarin, these people might as well be your goddamn family.
オカリン
Yukarin?
いや特には
No, not really. How was she going to spend her Christmas?